During Bad Bunny's show, nobody was tweeting about it because they were watching it, dude. Right? Nobody tweeted at all because everybody was just totally captivated. They were blown away. They were like completely in awe of what they were watching. And then when it was done, they were like, holy shit. Everybody flocked to Twitter. But like here, nobody was even watching this shit. It was like fluff, dog shit, 5th place trophy of Riley Gaines. So everybody was tweeting the whole time, oh, this is so good. Oh, this is the best thing ever. Oh, this taped thing where they're lip syncing in this tiny room with 100 people with an American flag is so good. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh, these sweaty, like red meat filled men, like oozing fucking meat sweat while they spread the gospel. Oh, this tape lip sync thing. So good. Oh, dude, I can see the meat sweat just like soaking up their clothes. Oh, guys. Oh, so good. Dude, tell me I'm wrong. Dude, the Bad Bunny. Dude, this show was epic, dude. It was so epic. Man, the sugar cane, dude. Like, dude, having them start in the sugarcane fields was wild, man. That shit was, I don't know, dude. There was something about this that I felt like, in a weird way, this was one of the most American Super Bowl halftime shows I think I've ever seen in my life. And even though I couldn't understand a word of it, it felt like one of the most intrinsically tied with the American struggle. I mean, if you look at Puerto Rico and what they went through with the slave trade and the sugar cane, like when you think about it, guys, remember too, all these MAGA shitheads, who do they love? Okay? Who does MAGA love of all these explorer guys? The guy who never set foot in North America. They love Christopher Columbus. Well, where did Christopher Columbus land, guys? He landed here. Okay? He landed where fucking Puerto Rico is. And DR and Haiti, right? That's where he landed. Like, how can they love Christopher Columbus and fucking hate Puerto Rico? They're fucking idiots, bro. And so, like, that to me is weird. Dude, look at this fucking picture, though, dude. Look at her. What is she doing, dude? This is another person we never heard of, dude. Oh, look at this guy, dude. Jesus. What is this dude, bro? Like, come on, man. Dude. Bro, why do they all look like this? Right? Dude, why do all the MAGA people look like this, guys? You know, I don't understand. They're all like sweaty, like with the same sort of bad haircut, like, you know, like fucking Bob Eubanks hair. Dude, with the red faces. They're sweaty. They're a little bloated. They all have Bob Eubanks, like 1975 game show host hair. Right. And usually if they're, you know, they have some kind of a sweaty beard. Right. Dude, there's just like, I don't know, dude. This to me is like the part of America that like I love something that's a little more diverse than that. And the other thing that's weird about this too is like, look at how this is, right? How the band is like way back there. And he's like, I'm up in the front. It's me. And I know it's him in the band, but he's not part of the band. It's more like it's me. You know, like even when you see Taylor Swift, which she's the artist, she's like surrounded by her people. They do. They all look like pastors. I mean, but that's what TPUSA is TPUSA is just a shitty mega church is what it is. It's a mega church that is like filled with, you know, sexually like aggressive kids That's what TPUSA is. A bunch of youth pastors all preying on each other. Oh, here's Kid Rock, dude. Dude, lip syncing. Oh, look at him. Oh, look. Oh, he's wearing the white fucking fur. Dude, here, we're going to just watch a little with the volume off because I don't want to get copy struck. But, dude, with an American flag. But, dude, he is like the least American thing out there, bro. Look at him. He's wearing like denim shorts, dude. He's wearing like shorts that like you wear when you're on a boat, right? You know what I mean? Like, dude, so cheesy. He's so cheesy, dude. Yeah, what was the licensing issue? I think the licensing issue was like nobody wanted to watch this shit. That's the real licensing issue. I mean, look at the crowd. Okay, let's look at that crowd shot. Oh, we're going to pause on the crowd shot because it shows the crowd. There's like 100 people. Oh, look at the crowd, dude. They're literally, it's all white people, dude. That's what this is, guys. It's, you know, I heard it called Clanchella, okay? And it's white people performing for white people to make music that is okay and digestible to white people. And it's music that makes white people feel safe and feel like they're not being oppressed. Music that's nice to white people. So it's in Atlanta and it was pre-taped. So guys, dude, it wasn't even live. They edited a pre-taped performance together. And then they said, here's our lip-synced, pre-taped participation trophy of a halftime show. Dude. And then we're going to be like, oh, look. Dude, but did you see these guys? Can I just tell you? Guys, look at what they were saying, though. You ready? Look at this guy, dude. Watch what this guy said right here. This is the craziest shit. He said, reports indicate X usage, right? Twitter usage got so high during the TPUSA All-American Halftime Show, the platform was down for brief moments. We broke the internet. We run the culture now. So this wasn't on Twitter, but what they're saying is so many people were watching the show and talking about it on Twitter that Twitter went down for brief moments because they broke the internet because they are the culture now. Dude, they are not the culture. Twitter did not go down. Nobody was, I mean, all of these idiots and the bot farms were spreading this shit. But during Bad Bunny's show, nobody was tweeting about it because they were watching it, dude. Right? Nobody tweeted at all. Right? Nobody was tweeting during Bad Bunny at all because everybody was just totally captivated. They were blown away. They were like completely in awe of what they were watching. And then when it was done, they were like, holy shit, everybody flocked to Twitter. But like here, nobody was even watching this shit. It was like fluff, dog shit, 5th place trophy of Riley Gaines. So everybody was tweeting the whole time, oh, this is so good. Oh, this is the best thing ever. Oh, this taped thing where they're lip syncing in this tiny room with 100 people with an American flag is so good. Oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh, these sweaty, like red meat filled men, like oozing fucking meat sweat while they spread the gospel. Oh, this taped lip sync thing. So good. Dude, I can see the meat sweat just like soaking up their clothes. Oh, guys. Oh, so good. Dude, tell me I'm wrong. I am not wrong, bro. That's exactly what it was, dude. The meat sweat, dude. Right? Dude, and then everybody, as soon as it was done, like, 500,000 people went and sat on the toilet for like 40 minutes to get rid of like 18 pounds of red meat. Bro. Dude, that is exactly what went down. And then look at this, guys. They're like, holy crap, Kid Rock is surging on the Twitter trending. Bad Bunny is nowhere to be found. Major flop, major success. Oh, yeah. He says Bad Bunny is nowhere to be found. But look at who's number 2, dude. Right? Like, they don't even realize that number 2, that's Bad Bunny, dude. Right? That's just it. They're so dumb. Right? They're like so dumb. They're like, Bad Bunny is nowhere to be found. It's like, yeah, he is. He's right up at the top, bro. What are you talking about? He's like number 2, dude. It's like they're so dumb. They own the culture, but like, no, you don't. You don't even know what the fuck is going on. You don't like they clown themselves, right? When they look at this and Kid Rock is on the bottom of this list and they're like, Bad Bunny is nowhere to be found. And it's like, dude, Bad Bunny's right there, bro. He is right under the Super Bowl, dude. I mean, is that not the most embarrassing thing ever? Benito is Bad Bunny. Dude, you actually posted this? Benito must be an alien, I guess. Look at this guy. Dude, this guy, like, spared no fucking, right? That guy spared minced no words, dude. Benito. So who do you think Benito is? Dude, they're asking Grok. Oh my God, dude. Dude. But like, none of the MAGA people, right? Like, none of the MAGA people even know. It's like they're so dumb and they're just not even aware of how dumb they are, right? Guy doesn't know who Benito is. He's literally number 2, dude. Coach Tugnut. Dude, leave it to Coach Tugnut to set these guys straight, bro. Kid Rock is absolutely crushing it right now. But like, no, he's not. Again, the crowd is going haywire. Dude, the crowd is like 100 people, but this is taped. Dude, Kid Rock was sitting somewhere drinking a beer while they were watching this. And so again, this whole thing's a fraud. When he said Kid Rock is crushing it right now, he's not, dude. Kid Rock was probably at Mar-a-Lago watching the Bad Bunny show. There it was, okay? There was the big sign. The only thing more powerful than hate is love. After like a 20-minute, theatrical production that was the result of like 10,000 people working together. Dude, 10,000 people of every stripe in North and South America, every nationality, every gender, every sexuality, every sexual orientation, every gender identity, every color, every country in the Americas, and probably a whole bunch of Europeans. 10,000 people put together this show that was crafted and sculpted and thoughtful and insightful. And it was about our history, about our togetherness, about what makes us powerful, about the shit we've survived, okay? And it was enjoyed by 70,000 people that were watching, athletes at the peak of their performance, and it was all done live by human beings in the moment, putting their vulnerability out there, okay? And it was amazing, and even though I couldn't understand a word of it, it moved me like probably more than any other halftime show I've ever seen. But the thing was so powerfully scripted. It was a story. It was like my story. And it was Benito's story. And it was like everybody in that stadium's story. Okay? Now, the TPUSA All-American thing was a pre-taped, prefabricated production released on the internet as pretending to be live, okay? Everybody was tweeting through it. There was no story to it. It was some Bible scriptures and a bunch of meat-sweating men, and like one woman okay? Under some lights in a room somewhere in front of 200 people. Everybody was white, and they were just only showing up because they felt like white people were getting dissed by all the diversity. And so they had to do something contrarian and then try to make it seem like it was bigger than it was, okay? When their whole thing was just, it was mediocre, okay? It was mediocre. That was really not even a good rebellion, because it wasn't like a rebellion of like, oh, we're challenging what you're doing. It was like, no, we're just going to be mediocre, but we're white. And people were literally tweeting through the whole thing. Nobody was watching their shit. Nobody. It wasn't even a good show. It was, you could see that show at any venue in the United States any day of any year, right? Right? I could go to a club tomorrow in Portland and I could watch performers do the same goddamn show with some lights and a flag and some whatever, some lights, and the lights go down, acoustic guitar, they say something about Jesus. Like, dude, I could go to a mega church or a county fair and see that shit. But like, this was like a once in a lifetime epic, 10,000 people combined together, like dancers, united, choreographed, rehearsed, people hanging from telephone poles and shit. Something that was rehearsed and scripted to have meaning, and a bunch of people working together to make this larger than life celebration of who we are as human beings. And like, dude, I'm sorry, TPUSA, you guys don't even understand it. Like, the reason you can't compete is because you guys don't even understand what you're competing against, because you are stuck in the mediocrity of like having that white Christian supremacy on your side. So you've never developed the shit that allows you to do this greatness. Like, they've never developed it. They're just a bunch of mediocre white dudes with money. And that's it. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.